Now move over, Swanson. I'm driving.
Wow!
Hey, Smails! My dinghy's bigger than your whole boat!
Welcome back to the Caddyshack Minute, a podcast in which we discuss and yell at each other over the movie Caddyshack 1 minute at a time. My name is Tom Taylor.
My name is Dan Lewis.
Yeah, my name is Michael DiMaria.
And the three of us are here with you again to talk about minute 17 of Caddyshack, which begins with Dr. Beeper asking his office to snake a tube down Mrs. Bellows' nose. And it ends with Judge Smails threatening to give Spaulding asthma.
I'll give you
asthma.
Love Porterhouse.
Yeah, this minute is vital. This minute has so much stuff that I go to all the time. Mm-hmm. Dr. Beeper with his beeper, with his snaking the thing down the nose. Judge Smails in full asshole mode. Yelling at Spaulding, yelling at the... Are these the Scots at the table? Is one of those guys, like, when they say later, oh, he's a guest of the Scots.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
So he establishes right away. He establishes that he doesn't like the Scots.
Right, because they're playing Go Fish in the locker room.
Bald, who asked, do you have any eights? That's the Scot. He's one of the Scots.
Yeah.
I don't know who the other guy is.
Okay.
Don't you have homes? It's a great line.
I call this the locker room, but is this called the locker room in a club like this?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's almost like it's almost a locker room. But they do massages in the same room that they do card games. A little weird.
That's a little weird.
Go Fish and grab ass in the same room. Yeah.
It reminds me of that time, Mike, where you came to visit Berkeley, and we were walking around. You could finish the story, Mike, but we were walking around Telegraph Avenue right by the college.
Oh yeah, was that the coffee shop? What was the name of that coffee shop?
Well, hang on a second, because I'll tell you what the name of it was, and you'll laugh, and you'll laugh, and you'll laugh. But then we walked up a Telegraph, and they had all ththese T-shirts that said "Communist Republic of Berkeley," and I just looked back at Mike, and he'd just be shaking his head, going, "Nah, that's counterproductive," you know, because he's a good liberal, but he doesn't want to get into that territory. He says, "Counterproductive." Next thing I know, we say, "Let's go into this coffee shop," because it looked like a decent coffee shop. It was called the French Hotel, and in the back, what did you see in the back, Mike?
There's this guy who's a massage. I can only assume he was a massage therapist, but he had a Vietnamese rice patty hat on, and he was seeing clients in the back of the coffee shop, and he was giving them like seated massages. And this guy's just sitting there with his eyes closed, and this guy with the rice patty hat's giving him a deep tissue massage on his shoulders. And I said, that's fucking counterproductive. I said, it's counterproductive. We're in the same city.
The whole time Mike was saying that when we were seeing all the trinkets on Telegraph Avenue, I turned around once I saw the guy in the Vietnamese straw hat giving the mustache giving the massage. I turned around and Mikey just shaking his head again.
What does this have to do with coffee?
I go, this is why everybody hates us. This is why Michael Savage is on the radio waves in the same city railing about the liberals. Because his place called like the French Hotel where they give these strange massages.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
And it's not that it was a guy-on-guy massage. I think that was the big deal. I think the big deal was that, it would be a big deal to the Michael Savages of the world, but with the idea that we're now gonna give greased up massages with Asian hats on.
Yeah. Trying to eat my crudité over here.
Right. Trying to have a scone.
Yeah, right.
All right. Sorry, I don't want to get off track. The point is that they give massages right there where they play Go Fish. Are they playing Go Fish in the massage area, or are they massaging in the Go Fish area? That's the question.
No one can tell. Even Judge Smails is confused. He wants to know if those guys have homes.
Yeah.
Because they're doing something in the wrong place, either going fish or watching a guy get a massage. I don't know which is wrong.
And I love that the guy has a brown Audi and is parked in his space, and the guy doesn't wake up and freak out when he hears brown Audi, but he wakes up and freaks out when he says, "Get the tow truck."
Yeah, he might just like, yo, Judge Smails is complaining. Big deal. I parked my Audi in his space. Oh, geez, he's going to tow me. Forget it. I kind of admired that in a way because Judge Smails is a dick. So I don't, I'm not on his side. I'm on Ted Knight's side. I'm not on Judge Smails' side. Mm-hmm. So the idea that this guy would be perfectly happy to just let him be pissed that somebody parked in his space is actually kind of funny. I hadn't thought of that before.
Right.
That's pretty good. I'm wondering what we fucking lost Mike. Jesus Christ.
We lose Mike?
Yeah.
I'm
gonna kill myself.
What they call addition by subtraction right here. Let's just keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep it going.
So what do you hate? What do you hate most about Mike?
Yeah, let's see. Like, I mean, I'm trying to pick. Let me see. Could be that no, not that. All the times
Yeah.
that he says and the way he smells and all the
Yeah.
way he offends all 5 of my senses.
It's almost impressive, though.
Except for the touch. I wouldn't touch him in a million years. Wouldn't go near him.
I think deep down you're afraid that if you do touch him, you'll find out that you actually like it,
Mhm.
and that's the one you want him to be offensive to you on all 5 senses.
Yeah, it would go.
But if
straight
there's
to
that
the massage.
one that you don't hate him on, you don't even have to love it.
No.
Just if you don't hate it, it'll be a defeat to you in some
That
way.
might be it. What do you hate most about Mike?
Jesus.
Hello.
Oh, is Mike back? Oh, hey, Mike, buddy. How you doing?
Okay.
Did you hear what he just said about you, Mike? Holy shit.
No.
No,
That's bullshit.
I see that Mike has levels, but I don't see that. I don't
All right, there we go. Now I can hear you. All right, quickly, do the minute now.
So, Dr. Beeper's got a beeper, and I looked this up. You guys are going to be impressed. The beeper, in 1921, the first pager-like system was used by the Detroit Police Department.
What?
In 1949, the first telephone pager was invented, but it wasn't until 1974 that the first commercially successful pager was sold, and that was by the Motorola Company. Interesting aside, I'm recently watching Airport, the movie Airport, because I'm enjoying the Airport Minute podcast, which is also available to any of you who want to go listen to it because it's brilliant. And Burt Lancaster in 1970 has a pager, and all it does is like buzz in his pocket, kind of similar to Dr. Beeper's here. So I was curious whenever I watch Caddyshack, I'm like, wow, were those brand new? It was like cutting edge that Dr. Beeper had a pager. But I guess it's it's at least a decade.
I think 80s. I think late
Common.
80s with pagers, and you're telling me 1921 they had it?
Would they have some it was like a Morse code beeper?
When you call it that must have had that for all that the rum running that was going on there.
Yeah. It was probably just like bricks that you would throw through each other's windows. That's how the paging system worked.
And the brick just says, "Call me" on it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
the brick says, "Sorry about the window."
Yeah, like I don't understand how you could have a pager when in a system where you used to have to call an operator to tell her to call somebody.
I think that might have been it in
Call up
1921.
the operator, you get the operator and you go, "Give me Hamtramck 5484."
Fairfield
And then
911.
Yeah, right. And they have to write it down and then send it back.
Klondike 374. Yeah.
Go ahead, please.
Give me Gramercy 8296.
Gramercy.
I got that from a movie. I don't remember which one. 8 Men Out.
Everything's from a movie. Doesn't matter. It's okay.
Everything is inspired by true events.
That's true. Or fake events, as the case may be. I like that Judge Smails is pissed at these guys. Like, there's a table there in the club, in the men's locker room, lounge, whatever we're calling it. So, like, people are allowed to be there doing stuff, but he's just pissed at the Scots.
He just doesn't like.
Yeah.
He doesn't like the Scots.
They could have been doing anything. He could have been, like, tying his shoe, like, in front of a locker, like, after his tennis game or something. He's like, "Don't you have homes?"
Right.
This whole scene shows the level of assholeness that Smails is, because when he comes in, he knows damn well that the guy laying on the getting the massage owns the brown Audi.
Yeah.
Because when he says, "Have it towed to me," he looks right down at him.
I'm not
He
always...
goes, "Have it towed immediately."
Yeah.
I can't say. I
He
know
knows
that.
it's his car.
Whoa,
Whoa. That got loud.
that was loud, Mike. You were just overmodulated on that one.
Because I was getting angry.
Sure.
Yeah, because you
understand.
yourself overmodulated is what you're saying.
Yeah, I did that myself.
Do it again.
It's proper modulation.
Proper modulation.
So the guy, I did not notice that, Mike. I didn't notice that he's just fucking with the guy now.
Yeah.
He looks right down at him and he goes, "Have it towed immediately."
I've watched it. I was prepared to have a totally different note about that because I always remember it as him just saying it, and the guy, it's like a gag that, oh, that guy who's right there is the guy who parked there, and because he leaps up at
No,
that
he
moment.
knows who it is.
Yeah, no, I didn't notice that until watching it for this, that he like directs that at the guy. Like he knows who it is. That's pretty
And he heads, he bolts for the door, and then when he screams "Porterhouse," the guy turns around at the door and like he's calling him.
I didn't notice that. That's awesome.
Yeah, he turns around like he's ready to come running back, and then he,
House?
yeah.
Smoke Porter.
I was gonna say Smoke. The guy's name is Smoke. I say this maybe daily. That I want them creamed and I want them buffed with a fine chamois and I want them now. Chop chop. And everyone laughs. Everyone stops what they're doing and they say, "Tom, that was great."
I
Was
love
that
the
Judge
clean
Smails?
buff with a fine chamois, and I use that one and the clean, sterilized, and disinfected. I love that.
Yeah,
Well,
it's beautiful.
Well, Ted Knight really hit his marks coming. He came bolted right in.
Oh my God, he's
Hit
the master.
his mark at the Scots. Hit his marks at the massage table. Then hit his marks with the shoes. And out. Scene. Done.
And you
Wrap
take
the
pure.
scene.
I mean, look, I love Rodney, and like you said, Mike, the nervous energy, the legs shaking. I mean, it's classic Rodney, and I love it very much. But as far as like pure comedy and like just doing it professionally and nailing it, like you cannot touch Judge Smails in this
He's
movie.
a pro.
Where's his Oscar, for Christ's sakes?
Oh my God, even
That
posthumous, nothing.
He should get one of those Irving Stallberg awards from the
Irving Stallberg.
What is it?
It's Thalberg.
Thalberg.
It's
Irving
not often I get to
Thalberg.
correct people on the show. This is pretty good.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm feeling smart. Let's see how long that lasts.
Give him the
But
Thalberg
as long as
award
it's
for this,
connection.
for his work on this and his work on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. And
Yeah.
go ahead and throw Too Close for Comfort in there. I don't care.
And the Joker on the original Batman cartoon.
Oh, he was a Joker, huh?
And he was the announcer for those things too. He's like, meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, that was Ted Knight.
He's got a great voice too.
Yeah, he's the master of many things. Now, why does he give so much of a shit about whether or not Spaulding plays golf? Like, Spaulding has plans to go play tennis, and Judge Smails is insisting that he go golfing.
Well, he just cares about stuff. Dogs are here. Dogs are here. Come on in, dogs. There's dogs here.
The dogs are here?
My girlfriend's here.
Right.
Sorry, I'm. What's that?
Don't call your girlfriend a dog.
It's not sealed. No, you're gonna have to go seal it. Sorry, guys. Take a break. And
Dan's got a girlfriend.
No, she just showed up. We're going, and the dogs are here.
Yeah, you just want the world to know. You want the audience to know that you have a girlfriend and you have dogs.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't have
It
any.
matters.
Yeah.
It matters.
It doesn't matter.
What kind of dog?
Look at me. I grew up and had a girlfriend.
A couple of terriers.
A couple of terriers.
Nothing to brag about, Mike. It's not funny.
Got a squeaky door. I live in a house with a squeaky door. Everybody knows.
It's lived in. It's authentic.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm in Oakland.
Give me a second, will you please?
We have squeaky doors in Oakland.
One time I had a pizza delivered. It was beautiful and flawless.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the radio.
Yeah. Hold on.
It's on a podcast. Guess what? I had a chest cold and it hurt. I'm sorry, it wasn't a dog or a pizza or a
I don't want
squeaky
any
door.
of this on the.
No, this is going to be on.
This is
there.
on
This
there.
is the minute.
You
This
let
is the
dogs
minute.
into your home
This is
during
the
the
minute.
show. That's part of our lives now. It's
10:15 in the evening on a Monday.
no
I'm tired.
privacy
This
on
is
a
the-
podcast.
No,
Just give it a second, please.
there's that door. It's in Oakland.
Now the door's closed and I'm going back in my room.
Good grief.
Yeah.
You better go to
You
your
want to go stop at the? You want to go down to the local farmers market in Oakland?
No. I don't go to these
Sell
farmers
some
markets.
arugula?
These farmers markets are scams.
They are. They're more expensive. Why are they more expensive?
It's expensive.
They should be more expensive.
Because it's all about the farmers market lifestyle,
Farm to table.
and they're
Farm
selling
to
the
table.
lifestyle now. When you go to a farmers market, half of it is prepared foods.
You want some tomatoes? Farm to table.
Yeah, farm to table.
I licked every third one. You'll never know which.
Yeah. I'm gonna charge you 3 times as much because it's farm to table. We live in Oakland. We have squeaky doors. It's so much fun.
A couple of terriers.
We take the BART train underneath the bay,
I do take the BART train underneath the bay.
and your ears pop because you're under the water.
I was about 100 feet from Dan earlier this month, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and you
and
never
I
saw him.
Didn't get,
Never saw
I didn't see. I let him. I got in touch with him just enough to let him know that I was in town, and then didn't get
He
together
wouldn't be
with him.
stopping by.
No.
I'm in town.
Yeah. Hey, guess what, Lucky? I'm in town.
I'm in town. Guess what? I'm not going to see
See
it.
ya. Click.
Well, when I come to Chicago, then we're going to do the live Caddyshack minute.
Yes.
We're not going to do anything.
It's going to be brilliant. Stop thinking with your Einstein Brothers bagels mind, Mike. It's going to happen. It's going to be beautiful.
Yes.
Mike and I could have been masters of all media by now.
No, we wouldn't. We would have went and learned how to use that equipment at that CLTV.
Yeah,
it's all
they're going
outdated.
to teach us all about. That's true. They're going to teach us how to edit things called videotapes.
Go in there. That's the recording. That's where you record.
Yeah.
There's a vending machine over there. There's a water fountain
Now
over
pretend
there.
you have an original idea for a show and that you're
You gotta use the toilet. It's down the hall to the left.
Yeah.
Don't touch that.
You guys were
Don't
trying to do
touch
the
that. You gotta
Caddyshack minute
sign
then
this.
too, weren't you? You've been trying to do this for 20 years.
We had to invent.
No, we were trying to do a
podcasting
public
first.
access show.
It was gonna be. We were all geared up. We signed up for
It
this
wasn't
thing.
going to be anything. It wasn't going to be.
We're going to be creating media. Us and some other guys. It was going to be a show. How to prepare for the fall of society.
Let's not.
at the
You know what?
millennium.
Let's not get into it. Let's just stay on the.
Mike
minute.
and I were on the way to the
I'm
place. We're like, you know what though?
I'm getting.
It's a
It's such a nice
beautiful day.
day. Yeah, we're gonna.
Beautiful
I
day.
could go for a schmear.
That's it wasn't even like a special, like cool hole in the
It
wall
was a
Chicago.
shitty
It was
Einstein bagel.
Einstein Brothers bagels.
And it wasn't like we said, let's just go to the beach or do something. Let's let's eat the bagel. Then we just went home.
Let's just not do the
Just went
thing we were
home.
planning on doing.
Yeah, I just went home and did nothing. It wasn't like I said, let's just go have the greatest day ever. Let's go to the
bagel's not
beach
sitting
and let's go to Chinatown. Let's do something different. No. Let's just have this shitty ass bagel with this shitty ass cream cheese, and then we'll just shake hands and go home.
We probably had coffee.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, we didn't say, it's such a beautiful day. Let's go do something different that we'll
We
never
were the
forget.
same way,
No.
Mike. When I would come visit you in Chicago, would always just sit in your basement and watch Tigers games. And as farthest we'd ever go is one house over to the Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, I just run out there between innings because we don't want to miss a pitch.
Chocolate muffin, and then go
Get a
bring it
chocolate
back.
muffin and a coffee.
Exactly.
It got us nowhere.
And so it didn't wind up being anything, and for no good reason.
No,
But look at us now.
Yeah,
Flying high.
We're flying high. We can have bagels whenever we want, coffee whenever we want. Got a podcast.
I could afford to go right now, and I don't mean to brag, but I could afford right now to go out and buy a dozen bagels.
Jesus Christ, Dan.
it's doing well.
Hell.
Everything bagels too.
We're flying high. Can touch the sun.
Right.
Watch out there, Icarus.
Right. Oh, and he flew too close, and his
down.
cream cheese melted.
Toasted his bagels nicely, though. You got to
Yeah.
give him that.
All right.
Sun toasted.
This is becoming
And
depressing.
then, yeah, it's depressing,
It
and,
is.
and it doesn't have anything to do with the movie. Which hey, I was thinking
Movie?
about this when I first saw this movie. It was only 8 years old. That's really weird to me.
That
It's
is
like-
weird.
It was like a new movie. It was the same age. It
Yeah.
was younger movie than the Bourne movie, for instance, is now.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
strange.
Wait, what?
I know where he's going with this.
It was just a young
It's
movie.
confusing, but I know where he's
We
going.
don't consider, for instance, Ocean's 11 to be an old movie. Like
Oh,
the
okay.
newest. That's a bad example because I
Well, you
picked
said Born because like there's a new one right now as we
I'm
record.
just
talking
talking about
about
the
the first
first Bourne movie. Come on.
Well, okay. Now I know that.
I've picked two bad examples in a row.
This is
Eh,
he's clogging this whole minute up.
somehow it's my fault.
I'm following it all up.
Why is Spaulding all dressed up?
Yeah, where's he coming from? Is he?
Yeah, where's he coming from?
That's-
Because he's got to get in his tennis
That's
clothes.
the same
Yeah.
outfit he wears to the party later, isn't it? When he's drinking all the drinks and it looks like the same
Oh, I
jacket.
don't think so. Well, no, doesn't he have like more frills at that
Yeah, he
place?
does.
Oh, he might have
does.
a different. He's got the Jimi Hendrix undershirt on for that one.
Yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yeah, he's got
Oh,
a
yeah.
little he's got a little dandy shirt
I'm
underneath.
just wondering,
like
but he
that.
is a bit of a fop then, if that's the case.
Yeah, he is.
Right here, it's a little casual, a little like, I don't know, not school uniform, but just sort of like, my mom says I got to go to the club with my grandfather, so
I
I
gotta
got
wear
to put on a
jacket.
jacket. Yeah.
And he looks like he's about to go out and play about 3 sets of tennis, doesn't he? And
I'd pay money to see Spaulding play tennis. That'd be
Oh
hysterical.
my god! And I love that he can't play. Of course, this is obvious, but he can't play tennis. He can't play golf because of his asthma, but he can play tennis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
I
joke.
love it. I mean,
Yeah.
I know it's a joke, but it's
It's a
good
subtle joke.
Mhm.
I'm going to admit that I never put that together until just now.
No,
Yeah, that
no.
And I still haven't even put it together. You guys put it together for me.
Oh, is that right, Tom?
Yes.
He can't play because this is what it is, Mike. Because Tom doesn't know anything about sports. He doesn't even
Right.
know.
Golf doesn't. You don't really work up your lungs in playing golf. You don't get out of breath.
Tom doesn't
Oh, maybe
know
it's like a-
sports,
maybe it's
so
like a
Tom doesn't
ragweed
know
thing
that.
or
Tom
something.
doesn't know what's, for instance, a contact sport and what's not.
Well, maybe he's out on the grass. Yeah. Okay. Fine. I don't know.
I break a sweat with all these sports on the Wii, so it's all kind of the same: golf, tennis, table tennis, archery.
It's all the same workout, isn't it?
Airplane flying. Yeah, it's all kind of the same. You work
Well,
the same
maple leaf.
muscles.
You play 18 holes on a Wii, you get pretty tired. You got to take a break.
Yeah, you sit down every
Go hit,
hole.
go hit the 19th hole, which is with Wii golf, that's a bathroom.
That's right.
That's a commode.
But so why does Spaulding, if is he actually about to go play tennis, or is he just bullshitting his grandfather so he doesn't have to do anything?
You gotta be bullshitting him.
Yeah. because I think you're right. I think I bet he does have asthma. B, I can't imagine him playing tennis.
Mm-hmm.
And C, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
he
he's
was trying to get
Spaulding-
away from his
just a
grandfather.
little bastard.
Well,
Yeah,
he's a shitty human being.
he is.
You know what's great? I just thought of this. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Tom.
No. You go ahead.
Oh, I just thought of this is that with a grandson like Spaulding and Judge Smails, it boggles the mind as to what that middle generation is. What sort of person are we dealing with here?
Yeah.
Like who's his dad?
Yeah, who's Spaulding's dad or mom, and is Smails the maternal grandfather or the paternal grandfather? We don't know.
Yeah, the entire generation in between is completely skipped over for both for Spaulding and for Lacey later on. Like we don't know. There's like an entire generation missing in there, and Smails is like a repository for this.
You're like, why is he
next
watching all
generation.
these
Yeah,
kids?
why are all these kids being put in his lap?
Yeah.
That's weird.
And is Spaulding a Smails? Is it Spaulding Smails?
Oh, I don't know. Is
He
it?
might not be a Smails. I guess that's the main question. He could be a whoever the Smails.
We should be. With that name, that's perfect. Spaulding Smails.
That is really
Spaulding
good. No,
Smails.
we should
Lou
check and
Loomis,
see
Spaulding Smails.
if he's listed, if his name is listed in the credits.
Yeah.
As Spaulding
I think it's just
Smails.
Spaulding.
Probably just Spaulding, right?
It ain't no Elihu.
Oh no, Elihu.
Well, Judge Elihu Smails.
Oh, right. Named after his grandfather.
Tom's forgetting all the names lately. He forgot Lou Loomis,
Yeah.
Smoke Porterhouse, Spaulding Smails.
Well, Smoke I only just learned on this show, thanks to you.
Well, Elihu. Right?
Lou I feel bad about forgetting.
Yeah, John F. Barman Jr., Spaulding Smails on IMDb.
Hot dog.
This is great.
The computer is awesome. The internet is awesome.
We've uncovered some real stuff here.
Right?
Yeah.
We should all be proud.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking a few episodes ago about just the names in general in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, we're
Dr.
doing it right
Beeper
now.
is such a stupid name, but it's very funny. I feel like in another movie, Dr. Beeper would not be funny at all.
Yeah.
But when you think of like Harold Ramis coming up with the name Dr. Beeper, then it's funny.
It is.
Or if you think of Brian Doyle Murray, I think that's key. I think if coming from these guys, these things are funny.
It's great, yeah. Plus, just all the great names in the movie. It's like you get away with a couple of, just completely ridiculous. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. For some reason, even Mrs. Bellows is funny.
Mrs. Bellows is funny. This is the first time I've ever noticed too that her name was Mrs. Bellows. Which is like snaking a tube down her throat. Are they making a bellows joke there, like an in and out with the air?
That's what I was wondering. Yeah. I have no idea.
God, and if it is,
Well, also, I'll see her in about 5 hours. So they're going to give her
4 or
a general
5 hours.
anesthetic and just leave her there for 5 hours.
yeah, and he's gonna
That's
play
incredible.
like 36 holes.
Yeah.
And have a gentleman's lunch with a scotch.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I'll
Oh, my
play
God.
18 holes and then do a little bit of. I'll play a little bit of Old Maid at this table, and then I'll go attend to Mrs. Bellows.
Oh, park in the judge's parking spot. Got a full afternoon while Mrs. Bellows cools her heels.
I like that. Snake a tube down her throat. Love that verb.
That's hysterical.
Yeah,
I'll be there in about 4 or 5 hours.
4 or 5 hours. We're at some peak stuff right here, and it's only going to get better in a minute here. We know the good
Yeah.
stuff that's coming.
This is a streak of pretty fantastic minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're like getting all that. We've seen Smails before, but now we're seeing him as the rest of the big players come in. Oh, we've seen Ty Webb before too. We're going to see him next
Yeah,
minute. but
we've
seen
come a
him before,
long
but-
way though, from the Ty Webb, from the Dancing Gopher, from the opening credit sequence, the logins, if you will.
I was gonna. Yeah, oh Jesus!
Mike,
It was all logins for a
I
while.
want
there.
to dig up the Loggins hatred, but with Mike again. But we can get to that when we do the pool sequence.
Yeah, there's plenty of opportunities for Loggins hate. Don't you worry.
Yeah, he's got 4 songs in the movie.
Jesus Christ, that's shocking to me. I can name 2. I
I'm
can
all
name
right.
2,
Yeah.
and I can't even name them. I can identify them, but I can't even name them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is all a learning experience,
Mm-hmm.
and not always in a good way. Well, we sound like we're running dry. What do you think? Are we done with this thing?
Let's be done with it.
Minute,
I want to give the people what they want. I want to give them something. But if we're out of
Yeah.
stories and we're out of things, to save your stories.
But you just to let you. Oh my gosh, we're losing one of them. Is that Mike?
I'm here. I'm
You
right
be all
here.
right? Okay.
Mike always starts to hits a wall around
Yeah.
around 10:30.
And he starts hitting us. Just pinwheeling his arms. Whatever gets in his path is just down for the count.
Pick up that blood.
Pick up that blood. Well, all right, everybody, go to bed. I mean us. I mean everyone listening. If you're in a car, don't go to bed. You're driving a motor vehicle. Just use common sense.
Yeah.
But come back next week. We're gonna move into minute. I honestly can't remember what minute we're doing. 17.
18.
That's so 18 is after 17.
Right.
Okay, so come back next week for minute 18 of Caddyshack. Here on the Caddyshack Minute.
Right.
Don't you have homes?
Don't you have homes?
All right, so what? You hit stop.
Do I?
Hey, you scratched my ankle.